I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day. I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no matter.
The coach here, welcoming you to another installment of Madden Ultimate Team. There's been a lot of talk leading up to this matchup, and it's finally here. But can it live up to all the hype?
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the all-time leading passer in Vanderbilt history. The veteran quarterback, it's Jay Cutler.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
On 1st and 10, it's Cutler. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Play action. Cutler. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Stephon Gilmore dials the corner blitz and earns the sack. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Cutler. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm time when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Now Cunningham. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. But Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice 1st down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. We're scoreless after one. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The offense already on the field here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Caught on a slant. Touchdown. From 10 yards out. And they're able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Well, he's got one of the strongest arms in the league. Some people may say the strongest, but that can also have a downside occasionally, and here he's intercepted.
Yeah, when we talk about strong arms, being able to throw it deep downfield doesn't necessarily take the strongest. It takes more of the timing type of a quarterback. And it's great to be able to take your shot, but when it hangs up there just a bit too long, you put it in jeopardy. And in this case, that was intercepted.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jackson. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. First down, it's Cunningham. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Got his his man complete over the middle. It's Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards there on third down as they pick up a 1st and 10. Here's Cunningham. Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for it and was kicking coverages in his direction.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the... But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Cunningham to throw. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete to Moss. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Cunningham, he'll buy some time right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll run it with Johnson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Now Cunningham. Touchdown! Antonio Gates as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to extend their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. He's piloted 2 drives so far, and unfortunately not very well piloted. Both led to interceptions. Now they're facing the deficit. Another touchdown after that previous pick. Starting over here, 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing now, Cutler on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Wow, this one is getting out of hand early. They add a pick-6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick-6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Tucker now to add the point after. And it is now 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. No sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, third quarter, ready to go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
Let's go now.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Cunningham looking to throw.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Cunningham. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. But they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Cunningham. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cunningham. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They go back to the ground with Johnson.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
12 yards there and a first down. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Touchdown! Randy Moss, an 11-yard touchdown. down, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it is 28-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. From the gun, it's Cutler.
This is the tight end, Njoku.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On third down, Cutler. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That's completed to Sanders running the comeback route.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Cutler. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Again, it's Cutler.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Out of the gun, it's Cutler. Johnson with a completion over the middle.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. On first down, it's Cutler. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw, Cutler. Left side here to Sanders. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. From the shotgun, Cutler. Touchdown, Rams.
Brandon Ayuk.
30 yards.
And the Rams are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. A call in luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 16 yards, a first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That
touchdown! Randy Moss with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rams ready to go on offense. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's Cutler. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like
they're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice. play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Right back to Njoku. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is,